Hi, my name is Jo, and I am one of the team members and the director here at Collective Being. I'm going to share a practice that we call orienting, grounding, and centering. It's a trauma-informed meditation practice that we'll move through at a slightly slower pace. It's about a 10-minute meditation. But that once you get the hang of, you can really start to integrate in a matter of moments. This particular meditation draws on a number of different resources. The first being mindfulness practice, which is the practice of being with what we notice in the moment. It also draws on the practice of somatic experiencing, which is a body-focused therapy that supports people who experience trauma to come home to the wisdom in their own bodies. And this practice also integrates some trauma-informed yoga language, which really emphasizes the interoceptive awareness of your body, or your embodied felt sense of the messages that move between your body and your brain. As with all trauma-informed practices, you're really welcome to press pause on the recording at any time and know that you can dip in and out. My language as we move through will be quite invitational. If it's your first time working with invitational language, you might even check in and notice how that lands for you, how that feels for you. And in terms of when you might like to utilize this practice in your own life, this is one that I really like to use when I notice that I'm feeling either dysregulated or out of my body. If I'm feeling a sense of overwhelm or disassociation, if I've moved away from my immediate experience, this particular practice can be an anchor that arrives you back home in the moment. But like any practice, there is no magic pill or silver bullet, and you might find that this one really works for you or doesn't land as much. And there's no expectation that this be the practice for you. So all that being said, if you would like to come along and explore the practice, get a feel for it, you might begin just by feeling your way towards a position or posture that you might be able to stay in or around for about 10 minutes. It doesn't mean that you have to stay in the exact same shape, but perhaps keeping in mind that you want to begin somewhere that feels as comfortable or easeful for your body as possible. And that might mean that you sit on a chair, or it could be that you sit on a cushion. It might be that you lie down on the earth. And really all of the options are available. There's no hierarchy here. So we'll just take a couple of moments so that you can find a shape that supports you today. And perhaps as you're feeling your way towards a shape or a form, you might check in and see if there are any parts of your body that might benefit from a bit of movement or a stretch. It might be a releasing of tension through your shoulders or your jaw. And some people find a sighing breath useful, so you might take an inhale and a sigh out on your exhale. The final invitation being the option to have your eyes open or closed as we begin this practice. And the first part of this meditation is a process of orienting. And this is a process of inviting your senses to open to the environment that you find yourself in this very moment in time. If you're exploring orienting for the first time, you might begin by opening your sense of hearing or sound. And perhaps allowing your awareness to wander around the space, moving from sound to sound. Allowing yourself to be drawn to one sound, and then drawn to another sound. Maybe sensing sounds that are far away or distant from you. And sounds that are closer to you. Orienting yourself to the sounds of the environment that you're in this moment. From here, the invitation to open up your other senses. That might mean noticing the touch of air on your skin, the temperature of your body, any sensations of light or darkness, any tastes or smells. Becoming aware of the details of this moment. And this might be where you stay, and feeling into those details, connecting with this moment. Or alternatively, you might come along with the sound of my voice as we shift towards a grounding meditation. And with that light awareness via your senses, still open, still receiving, you might begin to shift your focus towards the places where your body is in contact with the surface below you. And if you are noticing the sensation of your body in contact with the surface below you, you might also notice any areas of tension or pressure. Areas of warmth or cool. As your body rests here. And seeing if you can feel into the weight of your body, the density of your bones, the gravity of your body. Maybe even unraveling tension, again through the jaw, the eyes. And feeling into heaviness, groundedness. earthiness. And from this place of connection with the earth, you might like to come along for a practice of centering. And senses still open, body still grounded. But perhaps shifting your focus a little to the midline of your body, that central column of your spine. And maybe experimenting with a little more length from the base of your pelvis to the crown of your head. And if you are experimenting with a little more length, can you orient that lengthening from the back of your spine? Still grounded, still orienting, but also perhaps becoming aware of this central channel of your body. And if it feels useful or interesting, you might try placing your hands on your torso. And that could be one palm across the chest, and maybe the other on the belly. Applying about 5% pressure here with your palms onto your torso in a gesture of centering. And if you are applying that light pressure through your palms, you might check in to see if there's a feeling of containment or support here. And if you naturally notice a little more breath or feel your awareness being drawn towards your breath, you're really welcome to experiment here with a longer breath or a deeper breath, maybe a sighing breath. And perhaps noticing the sensation of your breath moving your body. And senses still softly open. Your body connected with the surface below you. And a sense of centering here, anchoring in your own sense of power and containment. And as we shift towards the close of this meditation, you might like to take the hand that rests on your belly and perhaps place it over your opposite hand on your chest. And maybe taking a moment to honor your experience today. To honor your body just as it is. To honor your mind just as it is. And to honor your heart just as it is. And this perfectly imperfect expression of being that is you. And then taking a few moments, just whenever you feel ready, begin to ease your way out of the meditation. Perhaps holding on to the sensory experience of being aware of where you are in this moment, of feeling a sense of gravity through your body, heaviness, weightiness, and a feeling of connection with your own center, that seat of power, that honoring of place that exists within you. Thank you for joining me for this meditation. I hope that aspects of it might be useful for you. And as always, if you have any questions about practice, you're welcome to reach out to us at Collective Being. Thank you.